I'm actually bringing back the Bait vs Lure Challenge series. That's the ones. Just these prawn sticks. We've got our two style of prawns right here. The ProLure clone prawns. And then we've got your regular tweed bait, good old bag of prawns. Yep, there we go. Yep, got him that time. Oh, yep, the bait. We're on the bait. Yep, good fish. Oh wow. Okay, I don't know what that is, but that is huge. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. That's a very good fish. 8 pound leader, held up very nicely, and that is a beautiful croc. G'day everyone, and welcome back to another video. Now, as you probably read by the title, and due to popular demand, I'm actually bringing back the Bait vs Lure Challenge series. So obviously we did part 1. If you want to go give that a watch, I'm going to leave that up in the cards. We used nippers and the ProLure live yabby, and today I'm going to be doing Bait vs Lure Challenge part 2. I've recently picked up these new ProLure clone prawns, I think they're called. They look really unique and I haven't used them yet, so I thought it would be a very good idea to put them up in a head-to-head battle with the old servo prawn, since they look pretty damn similar. So I've got the clone prawn in like a jelly prawn colour, and I'm going to be driving around to the service station and picking up your usual tweed bait bag of prawns, and we're going to be putting the two up in a head-to-head battle, bait versus lures, to see who can come out on top. Today is going to be a little bit all over the place because just like all the other weeks, this week we have once again had terrible weather, lots of rain, lots of wind, and yeah, today is just one of those days where it's exceptionally windy. So I have a couple of spots in mind which I want to try. I want to try sticking to one area, but obviously if that wind blows up in a certain direction, I'm going to move. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. That's pretty much the gist of things and what we're going to be doing. Also, sorry, last thing, it just come to mind. I have been pretty busy with work. I only work 4 days a week and the hours aren't very long, but they're right in the middle of the day, so it's pretty inconvenient to film. So yeah, you're just gonna have to excuse me uploading on a Sunday and then uploading on a Wednesday, then a Friday. It's gonna be a little bit all over the place, but I'm trying my best for you all. So anyway, let's turn this car back on, head over to the servo and pick up these prawns. All right, well this should be interesting. I'm gonna try and film in there. Let's go get our bait. This is what we're after. That's the ones. G'day, sir. Just these prawn sticks.
Each.
Thank you. Legend. Thank you. Well, our bait of choice for today's video has been acquired. Tweed bait prawns, the classic. Everyone uses them, and yeah, this plastic seems to end up in a lot of our waterways, which I'm not a very big fan of. But just before we head off to the fishing location, I was reading some of the comments in my last Bait vs Lure Challenge video, and I've seen a lot of you people commented for me to go and use circle hooks. You say the hookup rate's better and you catch a lot more fish instead of gut hooking them, so I think I'm going to go give that a go. So let's head around to the tackle store and pick them up. I don't know, which one would you recommend for like your brim and your flathead?
Brim and flathead, probably just go demon in a 3R.
Those ones?
Those ones.
Alright, that'll do. I'll just get one pack of them. I've already got the sinkers for them.
I'm not very good at scanning.
I'm not too sure if these were the exact circle hooks that you were recommending to get, but I got them anyway. They are circle hooks, mustard demon hook. Here we go. I don't know how much I'll be able to show of that. I filmed quite a lot in the shop there, but I probably won't be able to show too much just because of all the copyright music and a lot of people around. But I also picked myself up some other goodies. Little cranker crab and a samaki vibe since I lost mine to a tailor the other day. So also got a bag for these prawns. Let's get on the road and head to this spot. Just made it out to the spot that I wanted to fish at, and the wind's actually not too bad. There is a bit of a breeze. Okay, as soon as I open my mouth it blows up, but yeah, I think this is where we'll start off. Very, very dirty water from that rain. Look at that. That might cause us some issues, but we'll try to fish through it anyways. This surface is super, super awkward to sit on, but we've got our two style of prawns right here. The ProLure clone prawns in the jelly prawn colour. This is 92 millimeters and it comes in a 6-pack. And then we've got your regular tweed bait, good old bag of prawns right here. And we're going to be putting these two up to see which can catch more fish today. The live prawn versus the bait prawn. So without further ado, let's get these two rigged up, get them in the water and see what can catch more fish. I'm actually really excited to see how this goes because part one was really enjoyable to make and we caught a lot of fish, so let's give it a shot. Let's crack into this packet of the ProLure prawns. And man, does that look realistic. Look how cool that looks. Super realistic eyes, little feelers, all the legs on there. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the plastic would be a lot more flimsy, but we can still work with that. We can still work with that. I have to just figure out a jig head to put with it, and that will be good as gold. Flathead candy. Go to the little jig head box. I'll put that other Samaki Vibe in there as well. Well, it is pretty windy, so I'm probably not going to have much of a choice but to go with a 1/4 ounce. Probably am not going to have much of a choice. That should do the trick. We'll try that first, and if that doesn't work, then we'll rig it up with something else. That looks about right. It's not my straightest job. Not my straightest job by any means, but I should get the job done. Moving on to the bait. I'm actually going to get that prawn rigged up before moving on to the bait. And you will notice one thing. I've got a brand new reel. This red Daiwa Revelry MQ 2500. And I've got that with 8-pound braid. And I'm using an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader today. I have a lot of people ask me in the comments, they always say, what pound mono are you using? When I'm using lures, I'm always using fluorocarbon. There's not one situation where I'm using mono. Now let's move on to the bait. Got to get my circle hooks out. First time using these and trying them out. And in here I should have some sinkers that I packed. Yes. Get that little flat sinker. And now for this setup, I'm going to be running the simplest rig you can possibly do. Just a running ball sinker. Well, not a ball sinker, running flat sinker, sorry. On a circle hook. That's it. About as lazy as they get. With that all done, there's only one thing to do. And that's rip into our bag of prawns. If I can get them open. There we go. Stinky old tweed bait servo prawns. Oh, bro, it's dripping water. Are you kidding me? Yuck. Don't really know how to use these circle hooks. You just thread it like a regular hook, like down the back. Makes it a bit challenging. I'm going to do the traditional way that you'd do a nipper. Except pop it out the side a bit. That looks super off. But I'm going to chuck it out there anyways. Also don't have a stick to really lean this on. Didn't really think this one through, hey? I may just have to like rest it up against this stick in the corner or something. Anyways, let's get it out there with that wind. Cast out there. All right, we're in business. The bait is officially out. Loosen that drag. Pop it over here. That's the dodgiest setup ever, but oh, it's already getting hits. That is already getting hits. We're on. Oh, we're on. That was already getting hits. Still on it again. So I'm guessing with these circle hooks you kind of just let them hook themselves. I think we're baited. I think we are baited and I just got that out there. Yep, we are. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Let's get another prawn out. I also did see the comments about some people saying like the way that I was holding it on the stick's good. but to have my bail arm flipped, because with these circle hooks you wanna let the fish hook themselves. And it's kind of hard to let my bail arm stay flipped open with this wind. So I kind of have no choice but to use the really loose drag method. Okay, bait's out. Loose drag, set that down. It's gonna get bites, but I need to let the fish hook themselves. Let's get the prawn going. That wind's taking me line. Let's give it a go. Yep. That's getting hit like crazy. They must be tiny. That's definitely gone. Gone again. This is ridiculous. They got to be like little pinkies. Like tiny little cocky snapper or something. But hey, that's the difference between using lures and using bait. When you're using lures, you're kind of circling out only for quality fish. Like you're only hooking quality fish on lures. But with bait, you can pretty much damn well hook anything, including tiny little puny cocky brim and snapper. You know what? I'm going to put the bait down for a little second and just use lures. Because yes, there is fish out there, but they are micro. Absolute micros. So I'll quickly give the lure a go, which I might actually have to downsize on the jig head already. Oh, that was a hit. Yep, getting hits on the lure. Wow, I was not expecting that. They tailor. There's not much damage on the body of the prawn, so I don't know. Bit hard to tell. More than definitely choppy boys, but yeah, they're definitely tailor. I'm gonna lose my first prawn here. Okay, let's leave those tailor alone and give it a go up here. Just gonna put on a little bit of scent just on the bottom of that. I don't know if that's cheating or not. I'm classifying it as not cheating, but you can decide what you want in the comments. Just give it a shot on this log. You usually pick up flathead like right on the edges. Like I think I've caught so many flatty on edges of logs. They just seem to love sitting behind it. Grab a hold of it. Oh, see how many taps that's getting? Bro, this would be the scent working wonders for me. Oh, you're kidding. All those taps, and there goes the back of our prawn. I've changed this prawn over, the one that just got snipped in half, and I've put it on a 1/8 jig head. It's going to be a little bit harder to cast, but it will make it look a little bit more natural in the water and sink a bit slower. We've also just put out that bait again, sitting up in the dodgy old sketchy holder, and that's already getting bites. That is already getting bites. Oh, yep, there we go. There's a fish. That's a flathead. He come back for it a second time. He's not a bad fish at all. I don't know how much rocks are in front of me either because I can't see. Oh yeah, good fish. Good fish. No landing net, like always. Oh, flatty. I'm gonna get snipped here. No, we got him up. Chill out, chill out, chill out. I can't even see that prawn. It's well and truly down the hatch, and my line is all frayed up. And I've got to get this fish up higher, but that is number 1 for the challenge ticked off, and 1-0 to the lure. Okay, mate, relax. Just switched over to that 1/8 jig head, which slows down the fall of the lure. Makes it look a little bit more natural. And literally first cast, got a little flatty. I shouldn't even say little, because he's about 48 centimeters. But he has inhaled the lure, like way, way down there. Okay, mate, you're gonna have to relax, or you're probably not gonna make it. Okay, there we go, we got it out. Well, that's one way to start things off. Very healthy size flathead on the lure prawn. The lure prawn getting it done, 0 to 1. That is a very nice fish. It was a little bit sketchy pulling him up those rocks because I could not see my lure, and that only means one thing. Yeah, he completely swallowed it, but seems all right, so let's get it back in the drink. Very, very nice start. He's ready to go. See you, little man. Well, what if I put the hook, I might be onto something here. What if I put the hook inside the prawn, so instead of them eating around the hook? That would be smart, Josh. So they hook themselves while they're just munging out on the prawn. We'll give that a go. Nothing. Oh, we got one. Hold on. I thought I was just wanting in nothing. It is absolutely tiny. Okay, well, I did try that trick where I put the hook inside the bit of bait instead of around the outside, and we've discovered what's been having a go at the bait the whole time. These tiny, tiny little pinkies, as I suspected. Look at that. Look at my hand compared to it. Absolutely tiny, but pretty cool colours. We are not after you, son. Get out of here, Sonia. I was just coming over here to set up a bit of a bait cam, like to show the end of my rod tip if I get it hits. And look at that. Blue tongue lizard. Let's see if I can get up here for you. G'day, Bluey. Oh, shit. Straight down the hole he goes. But he scared me. Yep. Oh, come on. I felt him sit on that one as well. Recently I've been trying out a new way of feeling more bites by holding my finger there as it's dropping, and I just felt him clunk on that as it was falling. Damn, that would have been another flathead. Oh well. Yep. Oh, come on. That would have been the same fish. Yep, got him that time. You are a silly little flatty. 3 goes at it. 3 goes. And that is fish number 2 for the lure. And just like the last, he's absolutely taken it. Oh, yep, the bait. We're on the bait. Yep, good fish. Oh, wow. Oh, I had my drag way too tight. No. That felt more like a brim, that one. Oh, dang. Oh, well. Let's get this fish back. 2 to 1 for the lures. Little ProLure clone prawn getting it done. I have a feeling whatever that was, it was more than likely a brim. Just by the way it was fighting when I picked it up. Got to set that drag correctly. I've got to have it loose enough so the fish can freely hook itself, but then tighten just enough when it gets on. And if I tighten too much, then I just do what I did then and pull hooks. Yep. Another one. That was in a little bit closer, but about the same size as the last. For that prawn, man, just killing it. The flatties really seem to like this lure today. Just a simple hop hop with a little bit of scent on the bottom of that prawn. And yeah, they just can't resist it. That is number 3. Well, by the looks of things, we have got a pretty interesting challenge on our hands right now. Getting plenty of hits on the bait. A couple fish landed on the lure. Could be a nice little showdown. Oh wow. Okay. I don't know what that is, but that is huge. And it's just picked my prawn up off the bottom. Oh wow. Those head shakes are psycho. Don't you come off, whatever you are. I got a pretty good hook set on it as well. Just like before, I can't see the rocks in the water because it's so dirty. So hopefully he doesn't nick any rocks. Oh no, it's going to go around to the bait line. Could just be a good sized flathead, but I don't know, those runs are a bit weird. No, it's a good brim. Oh, that is a chunky brim. Don't you dare get me on that. All right, was not expecting this. Up here. There you go. Are you kidding me, man? That thing is chunky. Right, from the very, very front to the tip, it's gonna go, what's that? 33.5. So it's not a bad fish at all. And he's got a really nice purple tint behind the eye. Really cool stuff. Oh, yep, on the bait. We're getting hits on the bait. Look at that rod tip. Not very big. I need to wind this in anyway. Right, we'll just leave that there then. Yeah, well, this is not the outcome I expected. The lure prawn is absolutely carving up the bait prawn. That is number 4 or 5. I actually can't exactly remember how many fish I've caught on this, but I'll keep a tally on the screen as I go. Very solid brim. Went for some crazy runs. Super stoked on that. Super, super stoked. Right, let's get that hook out of you. Very nice hook set in the side of the jaw there. Oh, ready already, okay. You're kidding me, I just released that fish and I just realised my GoPro wasn't even on. And I don't even know how this audio would have sounded with that wind and all these boats going past, so that's not very good. It's come to that point of the day, and if you've used this bait before, you'd know, where these prawns are starting to go absolutely mushy. Super, super mushy. There's like this brown sludge at the bottom of the bag. Oh, no good. But we'll send this one back on out. Right there. Yep, there we go. On the bait. Oh, it just come off. That was a very short-lived experience, eh? Oh, there's one. Oh, gone. Gone as fast as I got it on. Oh, that's slippery. Give that a chuck up that way. That's a fish. Yep. Pretty positive. That could be another flathead. Yeah, it is. Oh. okay, he might not be that bad. Oh, he's got me bricked. No way. Oh, he actually got off on a bit of weed right there. Man, that was actually a really decent fish. He's frayed quite a lot of that line. Just grabbed it on the second hop. Didn't really feel much though. Hits on the bait already. Look at that. Yep, he's got it. Damn. He had it, then dropped it. Like, what is the point in that? These people have come past me at least 15 times by now, and they're coming that close to shore each time. Like, can they not see I'm fishing? I'm like, hello? No, it's way too weedy here, and it's quite shallow. And with those guys coming past on the skis like that, it doesn't surprise me why there wouldn't be a fish here. Does not surprise me. So I'll move back to the corner, and that'll probably have to be the last spot of the day. Probably will have to be the last spot. Oh, is that a fish or weed? That's a fish, you're kidding me. Oh no. I don't know why I'm saying oh no. I've just hooked like a 70 centimetre flatty. Holy crap. I thought that was weed. Oh, I thought that was weed. Like, bro, go out further. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. That's a very good fish. Oh no. Big flatty. I need to unzip my bag and get out my glove. Chuck it down the bank there. This is a big flathead. I think he's got me stuck on something. Oh no, what's happened here? I think he just got off. I think it just got off and put me on a bit of a structure. No way. I'm walking out in the water a bit. What's happened here? Is it still on or is it just... I think he's come off. I am way out in the water now. Oh no, he's still on. Oh wow, okay. It was just stuck on a log or a rock or something. Wow. I thought I just dropped that fish. Big flatty. Oh yeah, good fish. About a 70. Maybe a bit bigger, I don't know. Easy 70. I can't see my lure. He swallowed it. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Alright. Gloves on. I should be able to land this fish now since... Oh, man, that bloody boat putting all these waves here. Come here, big girl. Open up. I can't believe I hooked a flatty of this size in a challenge. Just open up. I can't get my finger in its mouth. Here we go. Nope. Oh man, I just can't get my finger in there. Oh, brother. My leader is so chafed up. It's gonna snap. I actually can't get my finger in there. I'm not letting go. Whew. Oh, that hurt. Tank of a flatty. Absolute tank of a flatty. Would you look at that right there? 8 pound leader. That was rubbing all over the place. Look, I've got it wrapped around the little gill rake here. There we go. That little prawn in the side of the mouth. You've got to be absolutely kidding me. You cracker. I'll get you on the measure mat, get a couple of close-ups and get you straight back in, Dale. And that right there is a 65 centimetre flathead. Taken on that ProLure clone prawn. I can't wipe the smile off my face right now. This lure is really blowing me away with how it's performing. Midway through that fight, she actually got snagged on something out in the water, so I kind of had to blind eye it and just walk out there, and I thought it'd actually snap me off or got me stuck on a bit of structure, but nah, she was still on the end of it. A little bit of a manoeuvre and she come out. 8 pound leader, held up very nicely, and that is a beautiful croc. Absolutely beautiful. Right, this fish is ready to go. See you, big girl. Man, oh man, this is not how I expected this bait versus lure challenge to go, but the lures are just absolutely smashing it out of the park, and this little ProLure prawn getting it done. I think I've said ProLure and prawn 100,000 times in this video, but mate, I'm just so stoked. So stoked to land that flatty. Swam off absolutely perfectly as well, so I'm going to give this a couple more minutes. I'm going to chuck the bait and lure around and head off and call it a day. It's been a good couple of hours fishing and a lot of fish have been landed. Just need to wait for that bait to go off though. She's gone off a couple of times, but a little bit disappointed actually. A little bit disappointed in the old tweed bait. We actually don't have too much damage on our prawn near the front here. It's when you get up to here where that was really wrapped around the gill raker and that's completely frayed up. I'm going to get this bait in and give a little chuck off this corner. Looks pretty good just there. Is this on? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh no. Oh no. I can't even see the hook to that thing. You poor pinky snapper. How long have you been on there for? I mean, that's another one for the bait, but that is a big circle hook. And he's taken it all the way down. I thought these things were supposed to hook them around the side of the lip. What happened to that one, eh? This fish is guaranteed to die. Like, I don't think there's any positive outcome for this guy. I actually got that out without pulling on his gills, so this guy might be in luck. Oh, almost just fell in the drink. No, it's not good. That fish is more than likely not going to make it. And well, I can't really take it home like this, can I? I can't take it home like this, so I don't know, I guess I just throw it out, hope an eagle takes it. Or a big flatty. Sorry, Pinky. I gut hooked a fish in the last bait versus lure challenge, and I've just done it again in this one. I don't think there's an actual proper way to stop gut hooking fish when you're using bait. They just always seem to at least get it, at least one of them seems to get it halfway down to China. Always. Well, just made it to the point and I've threaded on a new prawn on this, and I've also changed the leader. Obviously from that last big flatty, frayed up the leader a bit, but got it cut off and retied back on. So let's get this bait out in that direction. Another thing with this lure, like obviously the first lure that I used and got chopped in half was from Taylor, but just from the general hits from flathead and brim and whatnot, it's actually holding up very nicely. Like there's little to no damage at all on it. Tiny little bit of scuffing on the side, and that's it. That is it. Drift it right next to the log. Oh, that's a fish. Oh, no way. Right next to the log, exactly what I just said. I turned my head away to check the bait, and we were on. That's insane. Just couldn't get a hook in the thing. Oh, we got a hook in that thing. It's just this lure's day. I have nothing to say anymore. I have absolutely nothing to say. See you, mate. Off you go. Well, I think this might be the end of this lure's day, as we have finally got a snag. Oh, okay, didn't even pull that hard. Oh well, I think we call the challenge here. I think we call it here, and we all know who the winner is. Lures clearly won today. The bait, couple of little pinky snapper, but it just didn't work as good as the lure did. Just did not work as good as the lure did. Well, back in the car now after a very successful day's fishing now. I am very blown away, to say the least, putting up bait versus lures in a head-to-head challenge, and to my surprise, the lures came out on top. Nothing could stop that little clone prawn today. It was just catching fish after fish. I think I ended up getting around 6 or 7, maybe even 8, and I only caught 2 little pinky snapper on the bait. So I'm going to pop up the final score on the screen right now, so you'll be able to see who won, but it's pretty clear who won, and they won by a long shot. So thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I'll catch you in the next one. You.